Right, man, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. You know who it is, man. I'm back at it right here. Now, in this video right here, I want to do something a little different. Now, obviously, you guys know, on this channel, I deal with the movies and stuff. I break down the movies. But obviously, in this video, on this video right here, I wanted to do something a little different, right? What I wanted to do now, dealing with this new Black Panther movie. So now, obviously Marvel now they've announced a new, Phase 4, and also they also announced now they've started developing now this new Black Panther now, Black Panther 2. So really what I want to do in this video right here now, is really just if I was to write that movie now, if I was to write that, how would I go about it? I wanted to give you my concept now for that, for a Black Panther 2. I really wanted to give you a breakdown of how I would go about that. You know what I mean? Just, give some ideas, put some ideas out there, you know what I'm saying? How I would go about that. So obviously now, you know, how would this would go is that obviously depending on obviously we know how Marvel do their movies, we know how to do obviously each movie ties into the MCU and things of that nature. So depending on if this movie is going to tie into the MCU or it's going to be a standalone movie would depend on how, what I'm saying, they go about this. You see how they really go about this. So really now, this is how I would do it. So now, how I would do it is like this. So this is how I would do it. So now carrying on from the first movie, now we know that obviously now Wakanda now opened its borders, to the rest of the world. They opened the borders to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? They opened the borders now. They came out of hiding now, you know what I'm saying? So now Wakanda now has allies outside of Africa now, allies in the Americas and things of that nature. So now life is good for the Wakandans, so life is good now. But now, obviously now, T'Challa now is older now. He's older now, you know what I'm saying? But now, the way I would do it now, obviously now, I would say that he has a son now with Nakia, you know what I'm saying? Obviously in the first movie, there was obviously relations between him and Nakia. So now he has a son now with Nakia. So now he's showing his son the new ways to how to be king and how to conduct themselves. Because now it's changed now. So now before they were in hiding now, and they turned their backs on the rest of the world. But now they're embracing the rest of the world now. So now he's showing his son the new ways now to embrace the rest of the world, things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? So now, obviously, his son's next in line to be king, things of that nature. And obviously, Wakanda still use it. They're still using the vibranium. They're still using the vibranium, and they're still developing the technologies. But now, Shuri now, obviously, in the end of the movie now, if you guys remember, they went to Oakland, and obviously T'Challa came down with the spaceship Bugatti, you know what I'm saying? And he came down and that, and basically he was talking about how he's bought that whole building, and he wants Shuri to turn it into like a youth center. No, he's gonna turn it into a youth center. He wants Shuri to be like the head of the science, you know what I'm saying, teaching the science. So that's what Shuri's doing now. She's in Oakland now, the home of Killmonger. She's teaching the science. She's teaching the science. All right. So now that's the main story leading away from the first Black Panther. So now we want to get into the plot now. So how it's going to work is that based on the last movie now, we know Killmonger, he dies now. So Killmonger dies, we know this, right? But while he was the king now, he orders now them to destroy the sacred garden containing all the heart-shaped herbs. So he says burn it all, the classic scene, burn it all, you know what I'm saying, burn it all. That's the classic scene. So again, he says burn it all. So now, you know what I'm saying, but obviously in the movie now, the Kia, she manages to grab one herb now, and then basically that's how they use to basically revive T'Challa, and that's the whole movie. You see what I'm saying? So, but that was basically the last herb. So basically, when Killmonger dies, now T'Challa essentially is now the last Black Panther. So that's a possible title right there, the last Black Panther. You know what I'm saying, or the last king, or whatever. Whatever. But the key here is the last Black Panther. I really want to show you how it goes. It goes deep, right? So the last Black Panther. So now because they have a lot of allies around the world now, T'Challa now, he never really puts the armor on again. He never really becomes Black Panther now again. He's just being king now, you know what I'm saying? Because life's good now, they become more like complacent now because they got allies now. They've opened up their borders now. So, he never really uses the armor again like that, you see. So they become comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So, it's comfortable for some Wakanda, but other Wakandans, they're not so sure about it. They're kind of uneasy about it. So now here's where we're getting into it now. So now what happens is now, there's a group of Wakandans now that are a type of priesthood. They're a type of priesthood now, right? And they favor the old way of doing things. You see what I'm saying? So they favor the old way of doing things and that. And they liked it how when Wakanda was hidden. So they preferred it how Wakanda was hidden. And that the Black Panther was the protector of Wakanda, and when Wakanda was in, so they prefer the old way of doing things, right? You see, so they prefer the old way of doing things and that. So they don't like how the Wakandans are more comfortable now. You see, so they feel like that them being comfortable now could leave them open for attack. This is how they feel. They feel they could be open for so it's basically they don't like how things are going. They prefer the old way of doing things. They don't like this new system that Wakanda is under right now. They don't like this new system. You see, so they and also they don't really trust the new allies and that they don't really trust the new allies. And also now, and T'Challa being the last Black Panther now, when he goes, they feel as if no one will be there to protect Wakanda. This is how they feel. You see, so now this is where it gets deep. Now I want to show you how the plot twists. Now this is where it gets interesting. So now these men now they start they start studying now. They start gathering the remains of the heart shaped herb. They start gathering the remains now, and they start studying. They start studying the heart shaped herb. They start gathering the remains. And they start studying it, right? And now this is where it gets deep. Now they start developing now the synthetic heart shaped herb, because remember now he burned it all. Killmonger burned it all. So now they start developing this synthetic heart shaped herb. But this time around now, they adapt it now. They start to change the traits of it. Now they want to change the traits. They want to adapt it now, right? So before the heart shaped herb gave Black Panther, you know what I'm saying, increased strength and speed, right? But he still has to wear the suit. You see, he still has to wear the suit. So now they start studying now the atomic structure of the vibranium itself. So now they do the unthinkable. They fuse the vibranium atoms with the new synthetic heart-shaped herb. Now this is where it gets deep now, right? So now when the person ingests this now, they now have the vibranium in the bloodstream. Now the vibranium's in the bloodstream now, right? So they don't even need the suit anymore. They become the vibranium itself. Now we're getting into it. So now all the abilities of the Black Panther vibranium suit, right? The user of the synthetic vibranium now has these abilities innately. Now just has these abilities naturally now. You see what I'm saying? But now he's where it gets even deeper. So now the secret priesthood now, they were also ex-followers of Killmonger. They preferred the Killmonger philosophy and the Wakanda ruling over everybody. They preferred that philosophy and they preferred the Killmonger way of doing things, right? So now they find the remains of Killmonger now, and they essentially now they bring him back to life now, right? And with the help of the new synthetic herb, so they bring him back to life. They resurrect Killmonger now. You know what I'm saying? With this new herb now. So now Killmonger now, he's alive now. And now he has this new synthetic herb now. And he has it flowing through his bloodstream now. So now his skin turns to a purplish blue because he's now the vibranium itself. He's got the vibranium, this new synthetic herb flowing through his bloodstream now. So his skin becomes this bluish purplish now. He got this purplish bluish hue now, right? So again, because he's become the vibranium itself. So one of the priests now they get one of those vibranium spears that you see in the movie and they throw it at him just to test. Okay, has he really become the vibranium? Has he really become it? So they throw the spear at him to test it now, and then basically what happens is it literally just bounces right off him. So it doesn't even hit him. Just the force field just bounces right off him. So when you see T'Challa and he gets hit and he has this force field now, the user of the synthetic vibranium, they now can do this at will. They don't need to get hit anymore. They can just do it at will. You know what I'm saying? Again, he's able to create this vibranium pulsation repulsion blast at will now, right? So then what happens now? Killmonger starts wreaking havoc on Wakanda now. T'Challa now has to become Black Panther now to face him once again. But because he has this synthetic vibranium that's been enhanced, they've adapted it now, they've engineered it now. He's too powerful for T'Challa now. He's too powerful for him, right? So he doesn't. So he doesn't actually kill T'Challa now. He leaves him now, and then goes on his mission for world domination. So now T'Challa must find a way to stop Killmonger's rampage. Again, this is what he must do. So again, man, that really is the concept. Again, but from that ending right there, there's so many ways to then take the movie from there. Like, what does he do? What happens next? There's so many different areas. I want to cut it off there because there's so many different lanes and different pathways you can take from this right here, where you can go next. It just opens a doorway. This right here would be my concept, right? If I were to write Black Panther 2, really, that's really the next level. You know what I mean? Again, the first one, we know that really was a masterpiece, but really for number 2, really this is my concept right here. So I mean, you know, if you guys are watching right now, if the Marvel Studios are watching right now, man, get at me, you know what I'm saying? Because again, this right here is amazing stuff. Again, I know obviously you guys are dealing with now Doctor Strange. I know Doctor Strange, you know, again, the multiverse, that's what I do. But I deal with that. You guys know I deal with the multiverse, I deal with the quantum, I deal with all these different things. So again, man, I could even do something for that as well. And then you've got the new Blade as well. There's so much stuff, you know what I mean? I can create these stories, I can create this. So again, man, if Marvel Studios, you guys are watching right now, man, you know what I mean? You guys get at me because again, I'm here right now, you know what I mean? So again, man, you know what I'm saying, man? Because really, this is the next level. This is where we, you know, where we can go next, where we can take this. There's so many avenues we can really take this, so many angles. This right here is my concept. But again, you know, there's more where it came from, so I have to cut it off right there, you know what I mean? So again, Marvel Studios, you know what I'm saying? If you guys are watching right now, man, Kevin Feige, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Coogler, you know what I'm saying? Get at me, because again, this, you need this. You know what I mean? So again, this right here, guys, is a quick concept. You know, just kind of change it up a little bit. You guys, you know, I deal with the movies, I break down the movies, but in this video right here, I really wanted to present how I would do this. You know what I mean? If I were to write this up from the other perspective, from the writing perspective, how I would, you know, really lay this movie down and really just, you know, the story, the concept right here. So again, man, just a quick video right here, man. So, you know, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you took some good information from this. All right, people, thanks for watching.